So the report's titled New FAA Data Offers Insights on U.S. Drone Industry Growth. Some kind of really high takeaways. 23% of the U.S. drone market is commercial, 77% being consumer. There are now over 1 million registered pilots domestically, which is great to see and just kind of encouraging for the industry. David, if you wouldn't mind giving us kind of a brief overview about the report, some of the research you did, and maybe some of your kind of key takeaways that you think everyone should know.
Yeah, certainly. I guess I'll start a little bit with the boring stuff on the methodology. So apologies for you guys. But essentially every year the FAA releases an aerospace forecast predicting what's kind of the future trajectory for every part of the aviation industry. And this kind of looks specifically at that UAS part. And just because of COVID, we're ignoring all the forecasts. So we're just looking at all the data they share on registrations. And so we broke that down in a way to kind of understand the performance of the market. It tells us kind of a few things. So number one is I think the most interesting insight is the consumer market shows signs of weakening, of really stagnation. So it grew by just 6% in 2019, from 2018 to 2019 is the first key takeaway, and is quite interesting to see that drop off. And especially if you look at the FAA forecast originally from 2017, we're let me just take a quick look. We're like maybe half of the way there to where we were supposed to be. So that's an interesting point in itself. The second is just the commercial market growth is still growing quite strong. So at around 40% increases in fleets. So that says, it's lower than 100% growth that we saw in the previous years. But I think that's a pretty good sign that the commercial market still has a lot of legs to grow. And especially, I think, I don't expect that number to necessarily drop significantly as there's more applications coming our way. And there's more regulations that could potentially open up new applications, delivery, and much more. So I'd say those are the two main takeaways from the report.